people built it up. And we ain't got no anti-hate black people bill. Kamala Harris got in office. She tricked you to make you believe that she was one of you. Oh, she went to Howard University. Oh, but she had me for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. She had me for a minute. I thought it was a sister. I said, okay, that's a sister. A couple years ago I saw her, I said, oh man, that's a sister. Howard University. She was in the Greek Soro, the AKAs. She said she listened to Tupac and smoked weed. I said, oh man, to identify as black. Soon as she got in office, that went out the window. You know what she identified with? Asian American. My people come from India. India is in Asia. They get legislation passed. Leave the homosexuals alone. The LGBTQ community. Leave them alone. There's so many transgender hate going on. We gotta stop it. Shut them lies up. They jumped and stole the civil rights movement from black people. We was in Rochester last summer during all these protests. You know who was leading the protests in the Black Lives Matter? The LGBTQ. Oh, they talking bad about us. My dad, he gets so mad that I come home in my high heels and my lipstick. Why wouldn't your father be mad? You 6'8", wearing high heels and lipstick. Wouldn't you be mad? You know what they got? An anti-LGBT hate crime law. You say something bad about the LGBTQ, you say something bad about the Asians, you say something bad about the Jewish, you say something bad about who else? The Chinese, you say something bad about the Africans, you say something bad about this people and that people. When everybody hates black people, we are the people that are destroyed. We are the people that are destroyed. Read that one more time from the top. Call it out.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people.
My what?
My people.
My what?
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
For a lack of what?
Knowledge.
For a lack of what?
Knowledge.
Now, so what knowledge is this talking about? Because you know the highest growing admittance to college, that group, what group is that? It's the black female. That's the highest growing admittance into colleges and universities. Right or wrong? There was a surge in the HBCUs this past 3-4 years. So that lack of knowledge is not talking about, it's not talking about worldly knowledge. It's not talking about Americans' knowledge. Right or wrong? You turn on the TV, it's black people talking about everything. Every political spectrum. You got black people that's Republican, that's Democrat, that's independent. Huh? You got black people that's this smart, got this level degree, that level of degree, but don't know a goddamn thing about the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Know nothing about God. They couldn't tell you one law in the Bible. In fact, they taught what? That the laws is done away with. Am I right? Huh? So it's a knowledge that we don't have. It ain't got nothing to do with degrees. Ain't got nothing to do with philosophy. Nothing to do with the religions. Because black people is in all the religions. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
Black people is in all the religions. We Pan-African. We Muslim. We Moors. We Christians. What else? Baptists, Methodists. Huh? We every religion you can think of. We Buddhist. We believe in the Asian gods. Brother got dreads all down his back, telling me that that's our culture and custom. No, it ain't. That's Shiva. That's that seven-hand god. That's a half man, half woman. Look it up. Read it again from the top, brother.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
For the lack of what?
Knowledge.
For the lack of what?
Knowledge.
For the lack of what?
Knowledge.
It's going to break it down, what it's talking about. Keep going.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because thou hast what?
Rejected knowledge.
Because thou hast what?
Rejected knowledge.
Because thou hast what?
Rejected knowledge.
Because we reject knowledge. We reject knowledge. knowledge. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know the knowledge of the Bible if it wasn't for Commanding General YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Right.
We wouldn't know knowledge. We wouldn't have a damn clue if it wasn't for Abba Bivens and the Seven Heads in the 1960s, man.
That's
We
right.
wouldn't know what knowledge this is talking about. We'd be running around Christians. We'd be running around like the brother said, bean ties and bean pies and bow ties. We'd be running around still praying to a white Jesus because we didn't know the knowledge, because we continued to reject it. Well, now is the day. If you can hear my voice, this is the knowledge of the Most High God. I'm not speaking out of my own vain words. Because what will we be out here for? What will we be out here for? Brothers from Rochester right here. Brothers from Philadelphia, New York City, Syracuse. What would we be out here for? For what? We wouldn't. Commanding General YAHANNA did not let down the knowledge that was passed to him. Give him a hand. Give that a hand. Now, if you can hear my voice, you should at least take a flyer to investigate and see what the knowledge that the Bible is talking about. What is this knowledge all about? Because the Lord's saying you don't have the knowledge, you destroy because you continue to reject it. Tell a black man that he can be a priest and a prophet, that he can be a king in the 12 tribes of Israel under YAHANNA, a black man, which the world calls Jesus Christ. Let's talk about that. Let's teach that. Huh? Talking about the confidence booster. Black people are depressed, man. Why do you think we do all the drugs? Why do you think we smoke all the blunts and all the cigarettes? Why do you think we drink every bottle we can find till they all empty and we stupid drunk? You know why? Because the oppressor has destroyed us systematically to make us feel and believe that we garbage, that we're trash, when the knowledge of this Bible says that you will rule this planet. You're going to rule the earth. And we rejecting that knowledge? Keep going.
I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me.
Thou shalt be what?
No priest to me.
No what?
No priest to me.
Do you know how great it feels to be a priest of the Most High? You know how great it feels to be a priest of the Most High? Do you know what that means, to be a priest? But lawyer means joined unto me, right? Yasser Allah, which is Israel's name, means what? Prince of the power. That sounds great. But since we reject it, the Lord is saying, you no more joined unto me. You're not my priest no more. You don't speak my words. Whose words do we speak? We speak of every nation that oppresses us. We speak about their gods. We love their cultures. We think they're great. I saw them bombings go off over there in Tel Aviv and on the Gaza Strip. I said, Most High in Christ, man. Jesus is going to return. Let World War III happen. Your pastor is not saying that because he's not a priest of the Most High. Your pastor went under the in the basement of the church. He said, let's all pray that COVID-19 leave, and we're going to pray against this COVID-19. We're going to pray that they don't have them wars. Who the hell says that? A punk, a sucker. A priest and a prophet of the Most High says, let the terrors reign from the Most High God. Let God's will be done. Right or wrong? You're supposed to be militant and strong. That's a priest unto the Lord. We not that anymore. Keep going.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Oh my goodness. Seeing we forgot what?
The law of thy God.
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 We forgot the law of God. We shaved the hair off our face and cut the beard off and think it looked good. And think it looked good. Why do you think God gave a man a beard on his face? Anybody? This is just an example. Why would God put a beard on a man's face? You know why? To separate you from looking like a woman. Right? Now when you shave the beard off your face and you get in America and you see that the only people that can get laws passed and get some type of justice and rights, now you want to join the transgender community and the LGBT community and everything else when the Lord told you to keep a beard on your face.